concussion and was ruled out for the remainder of the game. Andy Reid talked about the hit after the game. Take a listen.
He got hit in the back of the head and kind of knocked the wind out of him and everything else with it. So we took him out. He's doing great right now, which is a real positive. As we looked at this, passed all the deals that he needed to pass, and so we'll see where it goes from here.
It was hard to watch, just the visual. Shannon, what was your immediate reaction to the play?
Damn, Andy sounded out of breath. He must be ran to the podium, Skip. Like he was, like, damn, Andy, slow down. You gonna
I think his life flashed before him because he thought he was going to lose his quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, high stress.
That's what we would call a gadget play. It's an option. Now, you ran in and scored a touchdown. Normally, you have one gadget where you expose your quarterback. And if you dodge the bullet, they don't get him, you're like, okay, we came out good. We got a touchdown out of the play. We done with that. Skip, he went back to it. On 31, hand it to your running back or just have him do a quarterback sneak straight ahead. Why would you expose him to a situation like that? And people are like, well, pitch it to the back. If you watch 29, he beelines to the back. And now the back is already like 8 yards back, so there ain't no way he getting it because 29 run past Patrick Mahomes, going straight to the back because they fixed it this time. Like, look, we want the middle linebacker. You scrape over the top. You see where the back guy going to take the pitch away, 39? Yep. So it's not there. Why would you expose him to a play like that, Skip? Just turn around and hand the ball to give the ball to Williams or just quarterback sneak it. Don't expose your quarterback like that. Andy know you don't put your quarterback twice on a gadget play in one game. Nah, you don't do that. And Andy knew he had messed up because you're right. When he's sitting out there, I'm looking at Skip, I'm looking at his eyes right there. I said, oh yeah, it's over.
Yep.
People don't realize it's the side shot and the head shot, Skip. I tackled a guy on an interception, a pick six. Trent threw a pick six against Tennessee.
Trent Dilfer.
I ran, jumped on the guy's back, tackled him in the end zone, and the first thing here, boom, my head. Ear pads go everywhere. Man, I'm head ringing, stars going, but, back there, Skip, you got to go back in the game. Ain't no coming out.
No.
But I'm surprised that Andy called this play after he had already called it once and got away with it. Now, it says Mahomes, I thought he hurt his groin, Skip, because when he threw the pass to Kelsey and he got spun around, I thought he was like limping on his groin, but they say he had a toe injury.
Big toe.
Big toe.
Looked like turf toe.
Right, well, if it's an old injury, Skip, maybe they injected it to begin with. Now, the only thing you can do with that is that you put a metal insert in there so the toe doesn't bend. That's all you can do. And so that's why it looks like he's walking with a club foot. But Andy dodged the bullet yesterday.
He did.
Because this thing could have been a lot worse than what...
I agree. So, as you know, I grew up a University of Oklahoma fan. And the greatest year of my Sooner rooting life was that it went from 69 to 70 year when they decided to go to the wishbone. Remember this?
Yep.
Barry Switzer said, I'm going to take that old Texas wishbone that they run meat and potatoes with, and I'm going to put Greg Pruitt at one halfback and Joe Wiley, last of the great white running backs at Oklahoma, at left halfback, and Jack Mildren, who's a great athlete at quarterback, and we are going to rip and pitch, man. and they were putting up huge points. They blew out Texas, I think it was like 48-27 with their own medicine.
Right.
But I started to ask, well, wait a second. Why wouldn't this work? Because it's revolutionary. It took them all the way to that 1971, obviously.
What they call the greatest game ever.
Greatest game ever. I was there on like the 50-yard line. It's the greatest game I ever watched, except my team lost 35-31.
Johnny Rodgers game.
Johnny Rodgers game. I saw him throw up in the end zone after he ran a punt back. The point was, why wouldn't that work in pro football? Well, everybody told me who knew, you'll get the quarterback killed.
Yes.
So I just gave it up. I said, we'll never see the option like that because the quarterback has to go down the line and read the defensive end.
Right.
And at the last second, is he going to take you or the pitch man?
Right.
Except now they started, the 5 feet out, send the corner after the pitch man. But you're just fair game. You pitch the ball and they blast you right in your face. Well, Andy Reid has mad scientist in him, and he won't give it up. That was more about Andy's ego than his quarterback's health. Why are you doing that? And why wouldn't you apologize after the game? I wanted to hear Andy say, you know, I'm sorry, I put him in harm's way.
Right.
So he didn't play him in the last game of the regular season to let Chad Henne play the whole game.
Right.
Because I got to protect him. And then he keeps calling his number because Patrick has athletic ability, but he's so big, he's a little overweight, but it's okay. He needs the padding. Right. But it looks like he weighs 240.
But Skip, he's not elusive like a Lamar or
not
a Kyler
elusive.
Murray.
No, once he gets going, he can go,
He
man.
can chug, but he
he doesn't have that. He's got a little bit of it occasionally at the goal line. But if you're going to keep asking him to go down the line and read it on 3rd and 1 and pitch it or keep it, what are you doing?
Right.
That's on Andy Reid, and that's mad scientist run amok. That's completely out of bounds. That's on the head coach.
Skip, if you remember when RPOs and everybody was running it, they said, you know what, we don't even care about the dive. We don't even care about the pitch. We want you to punish the quarterback because he's a runner. So if he comes down the line, I want you to punish the quarterback. If you watch the way the Baltimore Ravens did Colin Kaepernick, they didn't care nothing about Frank Gore was getting 10, 15 yards. They didn't care about Cap. Cap, we're going to punish you. So if you want to expose your quarterback, Skip, if you care so little about your quarterback that you're going to run him like he's a running back,
agreed.
Why should I treat him anything less than a running back?
Agreed.
That's what happened. That's what happened to Cam, Skip. Remember, they kept running Cam. They're running Cam on quarterback powers and quarterback dives and quarterback ISO. That's your quarterback. Well, we run him like he's a running back, like he's a fullback. Okay, well, we're going to treat him as such.
But those runs are different to me. At least you give Cam a full head of steam and let him choose.
Right.
And if he wants to try to run over the linebacker at the goal line like he did it at Atlanta one year, what are you doing? What are you doing? But that's your choice.
And, Skip, the thing is, Patrick Mahomes, Skip, that's not his. I mean, Cam has run the option. Lamar Jackson, those guys in college, they're proficient at that. That's not what Pat Mahomes does.
Yeah.
That guy came from so quick inside and got up on Mahomes so quick. He didn't even know what happened.
So Mac
he just knew he was going to turn the corner, Skip. He's like, I got this.
Mac Wilson's a second-year linebacker out of Alabama, 5th-round pick, and he comes up and he tries to, you know, it wasn't a violent, vicious hit.
No.
He kind of comes in and tries to sort of wrap him up. And Andy said, well, he got hit in the back of the head. And I didn't think it was that much of a shot to the back of the head. And then he starts to pull him down, and he kind of got him around the throat, but just for a second or so. And it shocked me.
More like side of the head.
Yeah, kind of side of the head. And at first I thought he fell on the football and knocked the breath out of himself that way. But he didn't hit his head on the field. And when he got up and he was that woozy, I was shocked because I didn't see the play as that dangerous.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, it wasn't like the Andy Dalton play at Washington when Bostic just hit him helmet to helmet and knocked him unconscious.
Yeah, but when he did that right there, Skip, I knew he wasn't coming back.
Well, that was the end of that.
Yeah, well, he's good.
Okay, but from all I saw in that play and from all I've heard, I believe he'll be just fine to play Sunday.
Yeah.
I would worry right now more about the turf toe than I would about his head condition.
Right.
That's just me.
It's going to be a good. When they played earlier this year, it was 27-16, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Mahomes beat them in Buffalo.
26-17.
26-17, yeah. So it's going to be. I can see another. I think the game probably might get into the high 20s, low 30s for both teams, Skip. Josh Allen is a different animal than when they played earlier.
Yeah, but so is your guy.
Oh,
yeah, your guy, league of his own. And I don't think Andy Reid would have been as optimistic after the game had Patrick Mahomes not looked okay. It's just hard to see that visually when you see his eyes like that, and you never a good look to see your quarterback go down that way. What letter grade do you guys want to give Brady for his performance? I just have a feeling you might differ on the grade, and I'm looking forward to it.
No mercy, no mercy.
reaction to the play.
Damn, Andy sounded out of breath. He must be ran to the podium, Skip. Like he was, I'm like, what, damn, Andy, slow down. You gonna
Well,
be?
I think his life flashed before him because he thought he was going to lose his quarterback.
Exactly.
Yeah, high stress.
That's what we would call a gadget play. It's an option. Now, you ran in and scored a touchdown. Normally, you have one gadget where you expose your quarterback. And if you dodge the bullet, they don't get him, you're like, okay, we came out good. We got a touchdown out of the play. We done with that. Skip, he went back to it. On 31, hand it to your running back or just have him do a quarterback sneak straight ahead. Why would you expose him to a situation like that? And people are like, well, pitch it to the back. If you watch 29, he beelines to the back. And now the back is already like 8 yards back, so there ain't no way he getting it because 29 run past Patrick Mahomes, going straight to the back because they fixed it this time. Like, look, we want the middle linebacker. You scrape over the top. You see where the back guy going to take the pitch away, 39?
Yep.
So it's not there.